All right, welcome back everyone. Today we are diving into an explainer on one of the absolute fastest growing and honestly, most talked about channels in the entire advertising world. Connected TV, or CTV for short. We're going to break down exactly what is sparking this massive industry-wide shift in both how we consume media and where the ad dollars are flowing.
You hear the term CTV thrown around in literally every single marketing meeting lately, right? But beyond all the industry buzzwords, what does it actually mean for our daily viewing habits? Well, the reality is, it's something most of us are already interacting with every single day when we plop down on the couch.
At its core, connected TV is simply television that's streamed directly over the internet, rather than through an old-school cable box or satellite dish. Basically, if you fired up Hulu, Peacock, Roku, Amazon Prime, or YouTube TV last night on a smart TV or a streaming stick, you were watching CTV. It's the exact same high-quality television you know and love, just arriving through a completely different pipe. So, let's talk about the traditional TV flip and how we are fundamentally shifting the model.
Think about it. Traditional TV was built entirely around broad reach. You bought a time slot on a specific network, crossed your fingers, and just kind of hoped your target audience happened to be watching at that exact moment. Measurement was rough, usually based on tiny panels, and optimization painfully slow. But CTV flips that whole playbook upside down. Because it's delivered over the internet, it can be bought programmatically. We are talking highly precise audience targeting and campaigns that can be optimized in near real time.
And honestly, just let the magnitude of that paradigm shift sink in for a second. Instead of buying a show, you're buying an audience. You are no longer guessing who is sitting on the couch during a primetime sitcom. You're using digital data to make sure your message reaches your specific target demographic, regardless of what they happen to be streaming.
Which brings us to the best of both worlds, a truly unique hybrid ecosystem.
It's fascinating because CTV sits right in this magical sweet spot between traditional TV and digital advertising. On one side, you have that premium, full-screen, high-attention TV experience. People are leaning back, they're relaxed, and they're watching long-form content with the sound actually on, which, let's be real, is a totally different psychological state than rapidly thumbing through a crowded feed on your phone. But on the flip side, running quietly in the background, you have all this complex digital plumbing, programmatic auctions, multi-publisher data, and sophisticated frequency control.
So to sum up the core appeal here, CTV combines the massive, undeniable brand impact of traditional television with the laser-focused precision of digital marketing. This sweet spot is exactly why massive advertising budgets are rapidly migrating away from legacy formats and pouring right into this specific channel. It literally gives marketers the best of both worlds.
But like everything in ad tech, it's not totally perfect. Let's look at the hidden trade-offs.
There are three major growing pains we've got to navigate. First up is measurement. Even though CTV is digital, cross-device tracking can still be pretty inconsistent due to identity gaps. You often have to rely on probabilistic modeling to figure out your true outcomes. Number two is frequency. The CTV ecosystem is incredibly fragmented across dozens of different apps. Because of that, it is dangerously easy to accidentally hammer the same household with the identical ad 5 times in a single hour, and we all know that's the fastest way to make a viewer absolutely hate your brand. Finally, supply. Look, not all CTV inventory is created equal. There is a huge range of quality out there, stretching from top-tier premium streaming services all the way down to obscure long-tail apps. So knowing exactly what you are actually buying is absolutely crucial.
So how do we adapt? Let's talk about rethinking TV advertising.
The marketers finding genuine success in this space are taking 3 very specific, actionable steps. Step 1, they treat CTV as its own distinct channel, not just an afterthought they bolted onto a mobile or display campaign. Step 2, they strictly align their creative to fit that premium environment. They remember that the viewer is sitting on a couch watching a massive 65-inch screen, and they tailor the message to fit that vibe. And step 3, they actively invest in advanced measurement strategies that go way beyond basic platform reporting. They're making television more data-driven, flexible, and fully accountable.
Ultimately, CTV is completely reshaping what TV advertising fundamentally looks like. It really forces the entire industry to step back and rethink basic concepts like reach and performance. I mean, how do we even define a view in this new era when 3 different people might be sitting on the exact same couch watching the same ad?
But understanding the mechanics of the tech is really just half the story. In our next explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the economics of CTV. We'll explore exactly where those ad dollars actually go, diving into the hidden fees and all the intermediaries. The tech is super important, sure, but the money, that's where things get really fascinating.
So as the lines between digital and broadcast keep blurring, ask yourself, is your ad strategy ready for the living room of the future? Please subscribe to AdTech AI Files, bite-sized content for those of us living in an AI world. It's the absolute best way to stay informed and keep learning with us. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.